Welcome, viewers. In my last video, that was kind of a short where I said that Indian society is at crossroads. Now, I just wanted to make a long form video on this, so I had thought that let's make it. So this video is about why Indian society is at crossroads. Now, what is a crossroads? Because it's a kind of a cross where two separate lines are going two separate directions and it is trying to cut through each other. Now, what are those two lines? First line, according to me, in an Indian society is that the tradition that we used to follow in last 100 or 200 years. Now, what is the other line? The other line is that the education system or the education that we are getting and the current need which we have for aspiring India. Now these two things are quite different. Now why these two things are quite different, I will explain you. If you if we observe our parents, our grandparents, our mom, our grandmoms, majority of them they were not doing any job. They were complete homemaker, or you can say housewives. Their only job is to cook and not to be get offended. They are uh, producing children. Okay, so that was their primary task and they were completely dependent on their husband. Now this is the prototype that we used to follow in last maybe 100 or 200 years. Okay, now when Indian economy started to grow, when we need more human resource to fulfill our need means a need of an developed India. So we need women to come forward and to work. Now when women are coming forward and they are going to office, they are now going to office only is only one aspect. Now before going to office, that woman has to go a proper education. When I say proper education means she has to have a proper professional degree in proper college. Earlier, now if you compare with the previous generation or previous to previous generation, these things were not there. They means if a woman has done class 10th, that is also enough. So two things are completely separated. Now when we were having means if I okay, I am again going back to our mom, our grandparents. So during that time they are completely dependent on the male member. So it's a very male dominated society. Whatever a male will say, our grandfather or our dad or whoever the male is there in the house, because they are the earning members, so whatever they will say, the whole family will follow his commands. Now gradually that situation got changed. In our generation, more female went outside, they went for job. In our generation or in the coming generation, more and more females will come up, and in coming generation the babies, they are the babies who just got birth, when they will be at their peak, then that percentage of women who is in job, that will increase more. Now this is the statistical part what I described. Now why crossroads? Because when a woman, now not specifically woman, when a human body, I will say human body, when a human body goes out, let's say at their teens, normally in teens we grow our means that hormonal flux, the spikes will go up. So there will be attraction between two opposite genders. At the same time their aspirations are very high. Someone want to become engineer, someone want to become doctor, lawyer and all. So in girls also, they want to stand in their own leg, they want to get settled. Now when they want to get settled, they want to have freedom of their own choices. Now here comes the tricky part. The traditional or the conservative parents, they want their daughters to go out and to study, but they don't want their daughters to select partners at their own will. Now these two things can't happen. You can't be selective. Either you have to give her a full freedom, or you take all the freedom, make her means make a house arrest and put her in the house. But in our case, we are selecting only the thing which we like, which the parent like, or which the parent, the father, or you could say the male, the alpha male likes. That is not going to happen. Now here comes the class. Class is that we want to follow our tradition, where tradition is what parents are saying that okay, um, we will select a bride or groom for you. You don't have any right to select that, but you can select, you can go out and you can study. Now if someone is going out and studying, it is not that he or she will just close his or her eyes and they will not look into the opposite sex. That is not going to happen. So ultimately they will look into the other sex and they will get attracted. Now when the attraction comes into the picture, then all this love affair, all sort of attraction, physical attraction, intimacies, all those things will come into the picture. But at the same time, those people, they are scared to disclose all those facts to their parents, because parents will not allow, because they are conservative. Forget about saying intimate facts, they are not going to allow a daughter to talk with a male friend who is reading in their own class. So this is a crossroad. We can't be selective. We have to open up. If we suppress something, one day it will explode. These are the explosions, the problems that we are seeing now. We are watching now the Indore case, which we saw that that girl was having an affair. Now that girl became desperate and she murdered her husband. Now obviously that is wrong, but why? Why before marriage she could not reveal her own feelings? She could not express her own feelings because she knew that if she had revealed, her father wouldn't have allowed her. So better to keep quiet and just flow with the time. Then whenever time comes, देखा जाएगा whatever decision we can make. But the stupidity what she did is that she murdered an innocent man. This is wrong. If you don't like, don't get married. At least don't kill someone. So this crossroad problem is very big. It's very crucial to solve. And no matter how much video we YouTubers make, this is not going to solve overnight. Generation after generation, when will come, I think this will still stay in India for next couple of years. Let's say around 10 years or so, when our children will grow up, and they will obviously they will not listen all this stuff and all, and they will have their full freedom. This is why I say that Indian culture is at crossroad. We can't be selective. Either you have to choose one. Either you go with your complete tradition, you don't allow your daughter to go out, sit back at home, just prepare food and produce children. That is the primary task you need to do. Or if you are allowing your daughter to go out, she will have freedom, she will have wings. Because when someone is getting educated, he or she knows what is good, what is bad, bad, how much is good. That much of decision taking capacity a human body develops when someone is staying outside. So I believe I have addressed some of the issues. I know this problem is very big, but I felt I need to share my feelings with you guys. So till then, let's meet for some other video. So goodbye, thank you.